In the quiet town of Whitebridge, Minnesota, there's a lake that locals treat with a strange kind of respect. Lake Wren, beautiful in the daytime, unsettling at night. Most people avoid it after sunset. And everything about that unspoken rule traces back to one person, 34-year-old emergency dispatcher Lily Rowan, who vanished in 2019 after receiving a chilling 911 call that still has no explanation. Lily had been working the overnight shift for 5 years and was known for staying calm no matter what came through her headset. But on February 3rd, at 2:14 in the morning, a call came in that rattled her in a way her co-workers had never seen before. The caller was a man. His voice was strained, whispering, almost trembling. He said, "She's standing at the edge of the lake. I don't think she's alive." Lily asked him to identify himself, but he didn't. He just kept repeating that someone was near the shoreline, unmoving, staring at the water. Dispatchers tried to ping his phone, but the location kept shifting, just a rough radius around the eastern side of Lake Wren. Lily requested officers to respond, but before she could finish, the man's voice changed, not in tone, but in distance, as though he had moved the phone away from his mouth. Lily heard him whisper, "She's turning around, she heard me." Then the line went dead. Minutes later, Lily made a decision no one expected. She left the dispatch center. She didn't tell anyone where she was going. Not her supervisor, not her partner on shift. She simply grabbed her jacket, walked out the rear exit, and drove off. Her car was found 40 minutes later near Lake Wren's eastern trailhead, the exact area where the call had pinged. The engine was off, her phone was still in the cup holder, but her radio was missing. So was Lily. Police searched the shoreline first. They found her footprints leading from the parking area toward the water, but halfway down the trail the prints suddenly stopped, like she had stepped off the path into the thick brush. What confused investigators most was the radio. 2 hikers found it 2 days later on a fallen log, neatly placed as if someone had set it there intentionally. The radio was still on, still tuned to her dispatch channel. Testing revealed it had been used after she left the center. Someone had pressed the transmit button 3 times, in a slow, deliberate pattern. 3 clicks, something dispatchers recognize as a signal used when someone is in distress but cannot speak. When police pulled the recording from the 911 call, they noticed something Lily hadn't. Right before the line disconnected, there was a second voice. Soft, low, barely audible. It sounded like a woman, whispering behind the caller, saying, "Don't follow." Audio experts enhanced it, but the voice was too distorted to identify. Over the next week, searches expanded into the woods surrounding the lake. Volunteers found small signs of disturbance, bent reeds, scraped bark, what looked like kneeling impressions near the waterline, but nothing confirmed Lily had been there. Then a breakthrough. On the 7th day, a park ranger found something tucked inside the old boathouse near the north shore, Lily's notebook, the one she always carried to jot down call notes. Inside was a single line written in her handwriting, "He wasn't alone." That sentence set the investigation in a new direction. Who was he, the mysterious caller, and who was the second person, if anyone was truly there? But the notebook revealed something else. It had water damage along the bottom edges, except the boathouse floor was dry, meaning the notebook had been somewhere wet, likely near the lake, before it was placed inside the boathouse. The most unsettling detail came from the forensics team. On the notebook's back cover was a faint fingerprint shaped like a partial spiral. It didn't match Lily. It didn't match anyone in the county database, and the pattern was unusual, almost circular, unlike standard ridge shapes. After that, the trail went cold. No new calls, no new evidence, no sign of Lily Rowan. But one thing still keeps the town wary. Every year, around the same date Lily disappeared, rangers report receiving anonymous calls from a prepaid phone. The caller never speaks. They just leave the line open. And in the background, there's always the sound of water lapping gently against the shore. Police can never trace the source. They only know one thing. Every call comes from somewhere near Lake Wren. And the question that keeps everyone awake is this: what or who did Lily follow into the darkness that night?